What's up everybody, welcome to Syntablism 101 Part 2. Today I will be talking about how to do Syntablism on a tight budget. And I will be getting into gate signals a bit more. In the previous 101 video you've already seen that combining gate signals and pitch CV signals will get you scratching your modular synth like a turntablist, so like a syntablist actually. Well, let's just get into it. But first, subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay updated on the latest on syntablism. So what is a gate signal exactly? A gate signal is one of the typical signals that travels in a modular synthesizer system which alternates between 0 volts and 5 volts. The gate is high, it's 5 volts. If it's low or off, it's 0. So it's a little bit comparable to transforming on a DJ Scratch mixer, on, off, and nothing in between. If you use a gate to trigger an ADSR, you will trigger it, the attack stage will enter, the decay stage will follow, the sustain stage, and if you close the gate, the ADSR will go to its release stage and the sound will fade away according to your release setting. Now, how can we create those crossfader gates without spending too much money? Watch the video by Sircut, the inventor of Syntablism. It's called Syntablism, How Does It Work? The link is over here. The least thing you will need, the very least, is an envelope follower. The envelope follower will track the cuts of your control tone, assuming that you're cutting the tractor or Serato control tone, and the envelope follower will follow this dynamic and create gate signals according to this dynamic, and it goes really fast. One envelope follower you can use for that is the Doopfer A119, and I think it costs about 70 euros, and then you can make your gate signals with the crossfader. But the thing with vinyl is that there's a lot of low noise and rumble which is created if you're scratching, and the thing with the control tone records like the Tractor and the Serato timecode records is that they are not clean waveforms. They are, like it says, timecode waveforms, so there's a lot of noise. It's more like instead of a clean sine or square wave, which is what your pitch tracker would love to have, just a clean, tight waveform. Using the control timecode vinyl records might be the very cheapest option for you to start out with, but there's a solution for these problems, and it's called the MWM phase controller. Here it is. This is mine. Well, it looks really nice because it's wireless, but actually the wireless part is not the most important part of this whole setup. The best part is that the signal is so clean. It's the perfect signal for your pitch to CV converter. As you may have seen in the previous 101 video, you can set the custom tone at the exact frequency you want and use that as the base frequency for your turntable and pitch tracker. And no noise, no low noise, no rumble, no static, just clean waveform ready to be converted into pitch CV. The phase system may not be a budget choice. It's about 290 euros. You will get a lot of problem solving in return. It is worth considering. Now, wouldn't it be super nice if there would be a crossfader Eurorack module that could send out gates? Well, there is. It's the Battle by Ginkgo Synthese, and I already produced a video on it, which you can see right here. If you click above my finger right here, it's much more than a Gatefaders. But yeah, it's the first Eurorack gate crossfader module, and it isn't called the Battle for nothing, so it would be great to create a battle with syntablists using the Battle module sometime. Now, the Battle module, the DIY kit, costs 190 euros, and we're talking budget options here for syntablism. I think Luigi Sircut has a nice idea for a DIY gate fader, isn't it, Luigi?
Thanks Kypski for having me, and hey everybody, it's me, Sircut. It's nice to have good options for a gate fader nowadays. But if you're cheap like me, consider building your own gate fader. Oh look, there's a random website with some schematics. One of the simplest schematics on the website is the manual gate. But instead of using a switch, it would be nice to use a crossfader. After some experimentations with different faders and some sketchy modifications, the best solution for our needs seems to be a Mini Innofader Pro. Why? It's cheap, it's the best quality crossfader for scratching, and it works without sketchy modifications. This is what you need: a Mini Innofader Pro or Plus, the cable that came with the Innofader, a mono mini check socket, a 16-pin Eurorack power cable, a 470 ohm resistor, and also solder, heat shrink tubing and some kind of faceplate. You will also need the following tools: a solder iron and a side cutter. Let's start right away. Start by preparing the 16-pin Eurorack power cable. Always keep an eye on the red line. If you get the orientation wrong, your system will die a horrible death. Cut the power cable and separate the ground and plus 5 volt wires. Separate wire 4, counting from the red side of the power cable, for ground. Separate wire 5, counting from the gray side of the power cable, for plus 5 volt. Cut the cable that came with the Innofader. Connect the blue cable from the Innofader to the plus 5 volt wire of the power cable. Use isolation on all connections. Connect the gray cable from the Innofader with the ground wire from the power cable. Connect both to the ground pin of the mini jack socket. Connect the green cable from the Innofader to the 470 ohm resistor and then to the tip of the mini jack socket. Get rid of the yellow cable. The Mini Innofader has different modes to choose from. Power up the gate fader circuit, try out on, off, sharp or channel 1, left, right, cut, accept, PTO1. Sometimes you need to bring your Mini Innofader back to factory mode. Please look into the Mini Innofader manual for further information. If you got access to a 3D printer, you can print out this faceplate provided by Scratch Illuminati. That's it. Have fun building your own gate fader. Thanks to Syntablism Gear for all the support and Scratch Illuminati for the faceplate design. And now, back to you, Kypski.
So now we have two options for your beginner Syntablism setup depending on your budget. The first one being pitch to CV converter module, envelope follower, and using control tone vinyl records in combination with your mixer. This is the cheapest option. A bit less cheap option is the pitch to CV converter module, like the Disting for example, gate fader module like the Battle or the DIY crossfader module, and the phase wireless controller. Okay, it's time to show you what you can do with this when you have it all set up and ready to go. Make music. There you go. I hope this video will help you on your quest to becoming a true Syntablist. If you enjoyed this video and you appreciated it and you want to show it by making a small donation, you can using the PayPal me link in the description below. Or even better and way more fun is become my patron on Patreon and enjoy lots of music benefits, either physically or digitally. And also we can connect much more on a personal level, and I can help you with a lot of stuff you're struggling with. So yeah, check it out, and I hope you see you on the next Syntablism 101. Peace.